BlackRock just put out a shocking document that hints at their next crypto target. It's not Bitcoin or Ethereum, and the XRP army is about to strike. Hey there and welcome back to the channel. In today's movie, I talk about something that has the potential to completely alter the crypto world. You may have heard of BlackRock. It is the biggest asset management company in the world and is in charge of trillions of dollars. BlackRock has been playing around with Bitcoin and Ethereum for years. Now, they've made a move that could affect XRP, a brand new digital asset. You were wrong to think that Bitcoin would be their next big move. BlackRock wants to do something much bigger, and it might be just what the crypto market needs right now. But here's the catch. Even though BlackRock hasn't said anything yet, I know what's really going on behind the scenes. I want to talk about their most recent filing, their blockchain patent, Ripple's technology, and how it all leads to the launch of an XRP ETF. Are you ready? There is more to this than just speculation. This is a smart move by one of the world's best banks. We need to look at BlackRock's most recent patent filing, which has the number 2024-00. This patent about tokenized assets isn't just any old patent. It's an important filing in the world of blockchain technology. This patent describes a way to tokenize real-world assets. This means that digital or physical assets could be turned into blockchain-based coins that could be easily traded. It's not a new idea to tokenize things. We've seen it happen with goods, art, and real estate. But what's really interesting is how well this patent fits with Ripple's technology, especially their RLPM, Ripple Liquidity Management Protocol, which is all about making it easier to send and receive money across borders by using XRP as a bridge currency. It's possible that this property will lead to something much bigger. That's where XRP comes in. This is something that Ripple, the business that makes XRP, has been working on for a long time. With XRP powering it, RippleNet makes transfers around the world faster, cheaper, and safer. Because of this technology, banks can make payments instantly without the usual wait times and fees that come with older systems like SWIFT. But Ripple does more than just make payments easier. Their RLPM technology is meant to control liquidity and make XRP a useful short-term money for businesses, big banks, and state banks around the world. The most important thing to know is that Ripple's RLPM is one of the most advanced ways to send money across borders. Because it can be used with other systems, is safe, and can be scaled up. XRP is great for tokenizing assets around the world. The fact that BlackRock has filed a patent for tokenized assets could be just what Ripple needs to make XRP popular among big businesses. BlackRock may be interested in XRP because of Ripple's infrastructure, which is already set up and ready for a lot of people to use. You may be asking why BlackRock would want to buy XRP. The main question is, what does this have to do with an ETF? Let's talk about that. XRP has been in a legal fight with the SEC for a long time. The SEC has been debating whether XRP should be considered a security. Ripple did, however, recently win a big battle. When bought and sold on public platforms, the court said that XRP is not a security. This decision is very important because it means that XRP is no longer controlled by the same rules that apply to stocks and bonds. This is very important for the whole cryptocurrency world, not just Ripple. So why does this matter? Well, this clearer understanding of the law has given big players like BlackRock a new chance. BlackRock is known for following the rules and only joining markets when they are sure the rules are clear. They are one of the biggest asset managers in the world. Now that it is clear that XRP is not a security, BlackRock can go ahead with their plans to start an XRP-backed ETF. Things get really interesting now. We will explain why an XRP ETF is not only possible but also inevitable. In the first place, BlackRock has already released ETFs for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we can see how they've changed the markets. After BlackRock released their Bitcoin ETF, institutional investors who were on the fence about getting into Bitcoin finally had a safe way to do so. Ethereum went through the same thing. Since BlackRock is one of the most reputable banks in the world, its decision to start an ETF for XRP would have a huge impact on the market. That being said, what does this mean for XRP? To begin, it would make it simple for regular buyers to get XRP. Investors could buy shares of an XRP ETF through a brokerage firm like Fidelity or Charles Schwab, instead of having to deal with crypto exchanges, wallets, and secret keys. Then a lot of institutional money could come into the XRP market. This would make the token even more trustworthy in the eyes of the financial world as a whole. But it's not just about getting in. An XRP ETF would also make XRP more accessible to more people, which would help keep its price stable. The price of XRP can change quickly right now because it is not as liquid as Bitcoin or Ethereum. If there was an ETF, institutional money would flood into the market. This could push prices up, especially if there isn't a lot of XRP available. BlackRock isn't just trying to make money with their possible XRP ETF. In all honesty, they know that cryptocurrency will eventually be used by institutions, and they want to be at the front of this trend. Ripple is already making waves in the financial world by working with big banks and other institutions. BlackRock's role would be the final piece in the puzzle. XRP could reach heights that have never been seen before if Ripple's technology and BlackRock's global banking network work together. BlackRock has always been about long-term planning as well. Because they are careful with their money, they aren't investing in XRP until they know for sure what will happen to it in the future. They've seen how regulations have changed, how Ripple's technology has grown, and how major players in the financial field have come out in support of XRP. BlackRock wants to take advantage of the fact that XRP is becoming more important to the future of banking before anyone else does. Ripple is having a bigger and bigger effect on the world's banking system than just the ETF. Ripple's partnerships with big banks and other financial institutions are changing the way payments are made around the world in a quiet way. Ripple's technology is already used in places like Europe, Southeast Asia, and the Middle East. Their focus on following the rules has made them a good partner for central banks that want to start their own digital currencies. Since Ripple works on digital currencies for central banks, it's possible that XRP will become the world's main digital asset currency. Ripple has been working behind the scenes with governments and banking institutions in places like Palau, Colombia, and Bhutan to test their CBDC projects. Not only are these relationships tests, but they are also laying the groundwork for how cross-border payments will work in the future. The next huge wave of business interest in XRP could come from the idea that it could be used as a currency to connect CBDCs. As these relationships grow, more people will want to use XRP, which will raise its value. What does this all mean for you? You could be sitting on a gold mine if you've been hanging on to XRP or thinking about adding it to your portfolio. BlackRock's smart moves, Ripple's innovative technology, and the fact that regulators have made it clear that XRP is not a property could all lead to a huge price increase in the coming months. When an XRP ETF comes out, it could make institutional capital available in a way that has never been seen before. And because Ripple's relationships are getting stronger every day, XRP could soon be the global currency that drives a new wave of financial innovation. This isn't hypothermia, it's a smart move by the smartest people in the business world. XRP has a better future than ever, and BlackRock's help is just the start of something big. What do you think? Are you ready for an ETF that tracks XRP? Write your thoughts in the box below, and don't forget to like and follow. If you want to see more, just wait for the next movie. For your protection, this video is only meant to teach and explain. It's not advice about money. Before you decide to invest, please do your own study and talk to a financial advisor.